appropriate money for our stuff.
So we get experience for even these little skirmish things.
Oh, yeah. Did they start with any? Do we start?
Oh yeah, I guess throughout the night I'll go instead of drink. For the 2 nights I would actually sneak away, but then see if I can help a wood person make stuff for money. If you do that stuff.
There's you want to do some wood crafting kind of thing?
Yeah, just see if anyone needs any, because that's what I'm.
Okay. She was hanging out with some woodworkers and helping out.
Yeah, because I have the wood carver's tools.
All right.
It doesn't show. What's weird is that I get it for being the ranger, but I'm not.
So they could buy the plate armor too.
No, I think it's a tool proficiency.
Well, that's the thing is, for some reason this thing doesn't show it. The only tools it's showing I'm proficient in, disguise, get, and thieves tool, which is weird.
But you just got some free tools.
Oh no, it's right.
Huh?
You just got some free tools.
Yeah, I just got some free tools for some reason. But what's weird is it actually doesn't add it into my bags. Because let me look at the. Which is very strange.
Magic mic armor. You push the button and it's closed.
Am I wearing tattered clothes or are they nice?
Well, what did you start with? Your class should tell you what you start with your class and background.
Oh, like under sorcerer?
Yeah.
I haven't looked.
I looked through mine and I started with like a chain.
What was I looking up for you? I forgot already. Oh, the +1 ring. Protection. Just to get an idea here of how much money to save up. Ring of protection. 7,000 gold for ring of protection.
7,000 gold.
7,000?
Yeah. That's why we get bracers and defense.
Trust me, we have so many melee fighters. If we're playing the way it's intended, you should not be getting hit unless it's another spellcaster or ranger.
Oh no, bracers are 12,000.
Ooh.
But they're better.
Oh, isn't there's bracers of accuracy, right? +2.
Bracers. I don't have
I thought I remember seeing something like that.
Look them up.
Or it's +2 damage or something like
The
that.
thing is, it takes weeks. Is the
Oh
problem.
yeah, I know.
Yeah, it takes a while.
Rare is
Can I try and craft a flashlight for anybody who's human?
Yeah, you can make a flashlight like in a round. One of those little tinker things.
I do have the tinker stuff that is like
Yeah, magical tinkering.
what is it?
You know what? It might only be a 5-foot radius. It might be for a reading load.
Using tinker's tools, you can construct a tiny clockwork device. You can have 3 such devices at any time.
It doesn't say what they are.
It's a racial actually.
Oh, that's Tinker's Erasure? But there's also for sorcerer. Oh yeah, you can make little remote control cars. That's completely different. What? But then, nobody else did anything rambunctious overnight? Nobody needs to be bailed out of jail?
Oh yeah, I understand. All. If I have to pay another 2 GP because it turned midnight,
5-foot radius. You can make a reading light.
Yeah.
I was there, so I.
Can I try and start, like over the next few nights work on let's say I'm starting out to work on like an actual flashlight.
Yeah. Or just buy one that's $50.
I want to use my.
Oh, instead of making the stuff, what I'll do is I'll just scour the streets. I'll disguise myself as just a random human, using my disguise spell.
As a fuzzy human.
As a fuzzy human, yeah. Well, no, it's literally the disguise spell, disguise or whatever it is.
You're taking a long rest.
But I'm gonna look for like I'll look for like individual thugs or people being mean to others, and I'll try to pickpocket them. I'll go steal from the bad.
Fine. Can I find out a weapon?
Yeah.
Do it overnight?
Do you need
Are there
the?
any specialty beers at the end?
Yeah, you can buy some important stuff from the
It's
goblin.
pumpkin season.
If I drink 10 beers, do I get some sort of?
You got mushroom beer, mushroom wheat beer, little less. And then you can also buy the mushroom jack, which is been frozen using magic over and over again to up the alcohol content. It just comes in shots.
I'm gonna buy a nice bottle of wine.
What's the AC for the starting pigs? What's the stat block for them?
Now I'll just take the week.
13 plus
If
your
I can try like 5 of these. it gives
13
you
plus
five.
proficiency in what?
Usually rest one session.
Two things you can is
I don't wanna-
That's what I've been doing.
All right.
I need
then,
this
yes.
system.
Right.
Steal his then.
So, the dude tells you to line up over here, so he stands
Now, I would roll.
Well, are we?
Did I
you
steal
can give us
something?
something from our
Specifically,
things. You don't have the things for the things.
Have you seen that light pan?
No.
Is there an app that does
I got it filled.
Oh, I'm sure there is.
Put
I
your-
haven't.
Did I steal anything from evil people throughout the
that?
night?
I never use it ever.
I don't really either.
So, yeah, what I was doing, I was using my
Find
city
exactly where to
secrets,
find that.
city secrets talent, I guess, and my stealth as a moonstalker to go run around at night and try to find like crooks or criminals, and then when they're alone or something, try to pickpocket them.
So,
Oh, okay.
I didn't use any of this like.
Yeah, make one check. We'll give you
I
a.
didn't use any of this like goading attack or precision attack or anything like that.
No, just criminals.
They give me the superiority dice
Your superior,
for like the, which one, the goading attack or the precision, both of them?
both of those require
The
superiority.
superiority die. The goading, would, I'm not sure where they're at. Where those are located in the book, so I can
Oh,
look
you're looking
at
for battle master maneuvers.
Battle Master.
Yeah, so fighter, battle master, maneuvers.
Oh, Battle Master.
This dice rolls really well.
But that means that next time it's gonna roll really low.
It
Okay.
almost had a 2.
So,
when you
show up-
Nope, high number.
The blood grim is there.
Oh.
But Bogrim,
Fulgrim.
blood drinker.
Bloodthirsty.
Thirster.
No, because now you're going to meet the thirsty guy. So they're separate names.
Oh,
You
no.
got to meet the thirsty guy now.
I had at least 2 of those.
What did you want me to roll?
At least 2.
Oh, really?
Just roll,
Oh,
just roll
really?
a sleight of hand.
The 2
Sleight of hand?
silver for the unlimited beer too. So.
We have to gain.
11.
How
Oh.
many?
I know you missed.
Oh, okay.
10 silver.
Olfin Deaththirst.
Get some dark names.
What?
And
And he is actually the captain of the Bloodthirsters. So it's named Blood and Thirst after these two guys. Okay? He says, "Hey, it's my new scout team. How are you guys?" He goes, "We brought you on early because the company won't be active until January because we got a mission for you. I need you to just stand here and listen to the mission briefing, please." And then he turns it over to this dragon person. And I specifically didn't say dragonborn because he's not a dragonborn. He's a dragon person.
Yeah, half dragon, half person.
Yeah, like that. And he's got this big black dragon behind him. He's a black dragon. He's got this big black dragon behind him. You notice that the black dragon doesn't have any wings. Black dragons have lost their wings in magical accidents. And there's also a very large troll here. But the troll, instead of being all gross and fungused out, is dressed kind of like a flower child. He's got some flowers and some
I was thinking of a troll in a really nice suit. No, you dress to the
Really tapper.
like,
I could just imagine that.
and so he turns it over to the dragon person. And the dragon person says, "It's come to our attention that a group of criminal misfits have been operating in the sewers of the Misty Island Castle. So if you point at the map,
Misty Island.
Misty Island.
way down in the corner, there's a blue circle. That's Misty Island.
That's pretty far out there.
Right. And it's a relatively small island and just has castle on it. And he goes, "Flower child," to flower child, "if you would please." And the flower child guy goes to the side, puts his hands up, and all of a sudden a big island castle just shows up in the middle of the square here. It's an illusion he's created. And you start on one side and you see the waves lapping against the reinforced island, right where somebody's kept it from washing away. And on this, basically a rock in the ocean, is a very, very large castle. 3,900 feet with the walls. Each of the corners is a tower. that's obviously occupied. You can tell that the walls are so thick that there's actually rooms inside the walls as well. And in the center of that is a very large castle. I forgot how much. You know what? I have a little map. It is a very large castle, again with 4 more turrets and a single entrance. And then it pulls out to the shore side of the island. What's that called? The side of the island that's closest to the continent itself. Doesn't matter. The shore side of the island. The continent side of the island. Continent side of the island. And at the bottom of this rock jutting up out of the ocean, and then 100-foot stone walls that are super thick because there's like an apartment inside the wall. But at the bottom of that, there's a little crack. And it's kind of exaggerated in the illusion so you can see it. And he goes, we need you to enter here, scour the sewers, and kill all of these traitors. And then the captain, Ulfin Deaththirst says, and we've chosen you guys to do this because none of you are pure orcs. We've had a problem. Up to a year and a half ago, orcs weren't allowed to leave orc territory. But some orcs always rebel against any kind of rules or decrees. And we've had a bunch of orcs sneak off, and we found that they've all settled in these sewers. There they've allied themselves with trolls, which were doing troll experiments on themselves. And then Firechild goes, mm-hmm. And also with some feral dragons that were all left over in the sewers. We thought they had been wiped out 150 years ago, but there were just enough survivors that they repopulated themselves, the dragons and the trolls. And then all of the orcs that have left during the decree have also ended up in this tribe of orcs, trolls, and dragons in the sewers. And we want them all executed, they're traitors. And then the dragon guy goes, with the exception of eggs, we would like you to return any black dragon eggs that you find, and we'll pay you a handsome reward. And the troll says, and the trolls, these trolls do not follow our ways. They are evil and must be exterminated.
Is there a price per egg?
Uh-huh.
Great fortune.
Yes.
It's a great fortune.
Each egg or like in general?
No,
There's a golden
we can put them in our
treasure
saddle
inside
bags.
each egg.
Omelet.
It's a riddle.
Omelet.
Our pigs have saddlebags.
And he says, yes, you'll want to go ahead and send the eggs back to me. Poindexter speaks up from the back row because he does logistics. You'll want to go ahead and send the eggs back to me. We'll be rewarding you at 200 gold pieces per egg. And also, any orc heads that you send back are 1 gold piece each. And he looks at it and he goes, we're not taking any heads out of town and sending them back, though. Do you get me?
What about dragon heads?
And then he says, also for the wormling black dragons, I'll give you 5 gold pieces per head. For any trolls that you kill, 20 gold pieces per head. And then he says, make sure the heads are dead, though, before you send them back.
Because they regenerate.
Right. And
Hey, we have someone who lights fire.
they know how trolls work. They explain it to you if you don't understand how trolls work. You have to use acid or fire to prevent them, to kill them, to prevent them from completely regenerating. And then 40 gold pieces for any of the young black dragons, and 80 gold pieces for any adult black dragons. And then that's when your buddy there, Bogrum Blooddrinker, Bogrum Blooddrinker leans in and goes, you boys probably don't want to be hanging with any adult black dragons. Don't get yourself killed. And he goes, we do have this map. And Poindexter runs over and gives him a map. He goes, this is a map that was drawn 150 years ago, and it doesn't give us much information other than there are lots of concentric ring tunnels underneath the entire castle island. And we do have this one map here, and we're not even sure we believe that we have just a tessellation of this pattern underneath. And you can see here, this passageway was marked in, but was marked as caved in. We're not sure where in the pattern that cave in was, but there should just be this pattern repeating underneath the castle. So we'd like you to go there and kill as many of these traitors as you possibly can.
Sounds like fun. I just want to ask about the trolls. How fast do they regenerate? Like, is it that if we kill them one turn, do we have maybe a few turns before that stuff happens?
Yeah, because if you're not using acid or fire, the troll will get right back up within a few seconds.
Oh. Better be using a lot of fire there.
Don't even have anything
You could do bonfire.
Do it. You go and then we'll smash it.
Can I,
throw it on fire, we'll
before
smash
we
it.
go, can I
Wait,
look
I
if
just
I
have to go
can
in and
get
buy
some
all the ones.
fire earthworks? Is
Yes.
that a thing?
Yeah.
How much are
Well,
those?
No, I'll have to take home. That's super expensive.
Yeah.
Oh, they are?
Yeah, because it'd be the equivalent of +2 arrows, +1 and
Oh.
fire. So.
Oh, wow.
How many answers?
Well, didn't somebody get the mage hands? Right? That's the people in the camp. Wizards has lots of fire.
Telekinetic, isn't it?
Yeah.
So it's just-
And a troll
I mean,
can,
someone else might have mage hands, but I
if
think
you
telekinetic
don't
is
use fire,
I
a
just
troll
have
will
jazz.
stand up and completely heal
use your
himself
telekinetic
within
mage hands.
within a minute, in less than a minute.
Okay,
To go
so,
from completely down to full health.
alright, so then that means, so then what that
It just
means
stands
is
up
anyone
and
with
stands
fire
up.
damage, what you want to do is within that minute, burn it.
Just
Yeah, don't use
Well,
your
no,
spells or the
uh,
fire stuff until
If you
it's
knock
dead.
him down, he will immediately get back up. I'm just saying it takes less than a minute to be at full health.
Oh,
So
listen.
if you knock him down, you think he's down, and you walk away, he's going to get up in a minute and be at full health.
Well,
He
we're
might
just
get
saying
up in
is,
30 seconds
yeah.
and chase after you with half health.
well, we're just saying is that once they're down, that's when because if we have limited fire spells,
Oh, right.
it's just as soon as one goes down, whoever can next can use a fire spell
Right.
on it.
Fire.
Yep.
Or if you could just take them all out with fire.
That would do it too. I don't have fire, so I'm just.
You don't say
I don't think that
Actually-
second flame counts as
Yeah,
well fire.
No, I think
so-
Sacred Flame is radiant, isn't it?
Oh, it
doesn't
is.
count. So
You have anything
the
with,
bonfire,
you have anything
I can take cautious.
I just have bonfire.
that does
Oh.
add.
There you go. You have anything.
Also, green second greens and then let him out.
Still got great.
It doesn't run out fire?
I know a lot of people play that way.
Well, my friend's bolt is random. It could be fire.
It's just
Flourish, pack me up.
not very
It's
likely.
one in 10 shot.
Well,
No, I have a lot of
or
necrotic
Oh.
and freezing damage.
Do you have cancel? Did you get that?
You can't trip.
Yeah. It's not cancel. Cancel is not cancel.
Yeah.
It's not?
No, it's a
First
one
level spell.
first level spell. Yeah.
And that one, you roll 2 damage types and you get to choose which one.
You
So-
have
Oh.
chances.
Then that's easier.
And it's
Yeah.
only out of 8.
Yeah, I did.
And then you get to roll again. You get double.
If you roll doubles.
It's
But
not my favorite spell.
if you roll doubles and it's not fire, then the troll's
But
going to get back up.
So the
What if you cut his
killing,
head off? Even better.
Yep, it still grows back.
the killing blow has
Killing
a,
blow.
yeah, it would have to be killing blow, right? Or just any damage done to it during its life is
Actually, during that round.
during that. Oh, during the
The
round.
round gets reduced to 0 and it also has to be hit with fire or acid.
Okay.
What if I hit it with fire and then it bomb out and someone else?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
That would
I need to
long rest.
Yeah.
No, not necessarily because if you go first,
Your turn.
we're in our like.
I guess I think before the monster, right?
Yeah.
Would be the best way to.
Yeah.
on the initiative.
Well, what you can also do is you can hold your action during the turn too. You can hold, if you are first or ahead of 4 of us. If something looks like they're about to end, you can hold your action until and then cast your spell. Or something. Now we can use torches. Try to torch it.
Sure.
If it's down, we just push it to it and then catch it on fire. But
It was $100.
yeah.
And that's like, well, that's basically.
Well, if I can hold an action, right, that might be, that's good to know, right? Because if he gets close.
But it's the same cost as
Hold
buying
up.
books if you get the
Oh,
books
wait
on,
a minute.
Target.
Yeah.
It's like $800 to get all
Yeah,
everything.
you just-
Yeah, to just
yeah,
get the
you just-
legendary bundle, it's like $840.
I think they do
Yeah,
it
that's like
every
$30.
No, if they're dead, they're dead. You can do it.
Yeah.
There's no
I
saying
don't
if they're
have
unconscious.
30 of
27
Yeah, with the
So-
law, I like the book.
I just, there's no way. Fire arrows are too expensive. I can't do anything. So I'm just literally there to bring them down.
Well, the next one is that set of 3 that takes the horde stuff. There's a set of 3 that's like it's the PC update. It puts all the classes in one book and all monsters.
That's the newest one.
From collected up from all the different adventure books available. So you can
Okay.
kind of just start
What?
there.
Yeah.
Okay.
When is the food thing?
Things is November or December.
Yeah, that was pretty new.
Says it's, I mean, it's
Is that
available
more like
on
magical
Amazon.
items? Like magic items thing?
No, Fizzbends is all about dragons.
Dragons.
So it has the
Legendary
gym dragons and then the gym dragonborn and the metallic dragonborn, which I didn't know weren't in gym. Which I didn't know weren't already in the book. I was just using.
Oh, yeah, nearly 900.
I was just using metallic dragonborn like it was somewhere in the book, and I didn't actually check.
Alright,
Now I know what they do.
Legendary bundle, 45 official books.
45 books.
45.
Yeah, there's a lot.
But if you're the DM, you can give it to everyone, which is the
Right,
nice
you
thing.
can share, but you do have to be subscribed.
You do have, which is also very annoying that it's not like it doesn't come with like a lifetime subscription.
Yeah, that's right.
But most of those
$1,000 for a lifetime.
most of those 45 books though are for DMs only
Yeah,
and
they're
like
the
storybooks and stuff like that. Like I only have like maybe a handful, and that's.
But if you're
specific
like
ones.
if you want to do Minotaurs, that's from Ravenica. Even if you don't use the rest of the book, it's Minotaurs or Ravenica.
And but you can just buy the Minotaur.
Yeah,
That's
you
the
can
nice
buy-
thing.
yeah,
I looked at everything and it was always so much cheaper just to buy individual.
To buy the player section.
The player sections of each book, or specifically if I was looking for something, because like backgrounds and stuff like that, I generally just ignore.
$72 a year.
Because it's $6. There's
Oh.
not an annual.
There's a-
There's really not a menu?
I don't see it.
Michael has one of those, but
Yeah.
he only bought the player's books, so even though
The player's book is the only one you
I'm
can
not
buy
in
all
his
of.
group, it's only
Just
players.
look left and right.
Okay,
As soon as
so
I
what
buy
are you
that,
doing?
they'll go to 6th edition.
Right, exactly.
I said, so what are you doing?
Right, so you guys are supposed to set off for the Misty Island.
Let's go.
Wait, do we know where the Misty Islands are?
Yeah, it's way down
Okay.
here.
Okay.
South.
How do
We have a
get there?
map over here.
So how do we get there?
We go south,
Let's go.
and
That's
then,
it.
then
I can get across the water.
See, there's a lot of river, right? Can we like sail there or actually trek through the,
Is there a ferry that can take you across?
Can we get, yeah, when we get there, is there a ferry that can
Or a
take us down
bridge.
there? Or, yeah, something?
Or a bridge over the river.
How long does it take us to travel down to where the Misty Islands at?
I don't know. You can go 2 squares per day because you count the squares from Riverhead to the Misty Island.
Well, can we get on sea trans? Do we know
do we
about that?
want a
Do we know
long,
about the sea trans?
You do.
We want
That's
along
what
the
I was
river.
waiting for you to tell
I
me.
guess I can go, and then
We can probably get on the
Do I
sea trans
count-
and just get on the sea
do I
trans.
count the square that we're in?
Guys, maybe we should, is there anyone in town we can ask
Ask him what
that
the,
who knows how to get there quicker or
get on the sea
efficiently?
trans.
what's a sea train?
There you go. Ask the DM what's the sea trans.
Yeah, there is a sea trans that goes to Misty Island. So if you want to go to Riverhead,
We're in.
44.
We wanna go
no,
to-
it's got to leave Riverhead.
What time does the sea trans
What are the
leave
squares?
Riverhead?
Yeah.
That's what
So
I'm
take
trying
us
to
five
say.
days?
Along the river and then
6:30.
along the bank.
Okay.
So it's
So the goblins have a service where they'll use a transportation circle, teleportation circle, and you have to pay 7 gold each. So it's kind of spendy. And you can't take your pigs, and you have to put all your weapons in a bag. It's safe. But you can leave Riverhead at 6:30 tonight. There's one at 6:30 tonight. And then you'll go to the Underdark, and then you'll wait in the Underdark on your layover until 1:30 in the afternoon tomorrow, and you'll go directly to the Misty Island.
What time is it now?
9 a.m.
9 a.m.
Okay,
plus
9 a.m.
questions. 9.
So yeah, let's all spend the 7 silver.
Yeah, yeah.
Or
so
7 gold.
7 gold.
7 gold.
But it will speed up the time, so.
That's good.
Or what we do?
That's good beer money though.
Yeah, do we, I mean, do we need our mount? We wouldn't be able to use our mounts in the sewers. So,
Going
No.
straight that way, it's only 30.
oh, when we get there,
have it on
How many days
the sea trans.
oh,
When we get there, we can
Summon them.
summon.
Oh, that's too long. Some of us will be a year older.
2 weeks.
is this time
And the only
sensitive?
problem with, no, it's not, well, you have until January.
We are
Oh,
going,
yeah.
we are going through 2 mountain ranges.
Right, and
Well, maybe
you don't
south
want to
of
travel
this
in
one.
the desert between the mountains because of the sandworm. Don't go there.
I've seen them.
Nobody goes
Yeah.
there.
No, yeah, no one goes there.
So you have to travel south around the mountain through
Just
the
need a
Jordan
fast
lands.
boat.
But the problem with taking that route is when you get to the coast, you still have to get from the coast to the island,
Oh, to the island.
and you'd need a boat then too. But you know you could work that out when you get there, obviously. But you could just circle trans and you go directly to Misty Island.
Yeah.
Let's just put it
I
so.
say
I
let's
guess,
put 7 gold.
How do we
into it.
get back if we do that?
Same way.
Teleport us
Yeah.
back?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is there,
You send more gold to get
is
more bank.
there food and entertainment on this boat ride?
It's not a board. It's not a boat
it's a
ride.
cruise.
It's really boring. You just go to the bus terminal and then you walk into the light.
And then you teleport
wait
there.
in the bus terminal and you walk into the light and then you walk out of the bus terminal.
Let's do it.
Yeah, I guess it's
I don't know if I
because
trust that.
Yeah, 2:30 p.m.
I hug my pig goodbye and say I'll see you. in a
Yeah,
few
I
weeks.
a few days because it was only going to take us 2 days.
I get
Or
on his pig.
No, you
Get off my
just
pig.
go back to the barn.
Yeah, exactly. I get on it.
Okay.
And then I wait for him to call it
I
back.
know you gotta
Doesn't
spend.
work. You can't send me to
No, you're poor. You don't have 7.
I had 15, so I now have 8.
We're gonna get so much.
I know.
Yeah, we're gonna get
I
some out.
have enough just to get back.
You're lucky you have enough for the.
Ryan, being honest, I'm scared of the port.
I have a question. Can you
What
two
did you say
guys-
you were scared
He's
of?
scared of the portal.
Correct.
You're
Yeah.
scared of
I'm
the
scared of
portal?
dying.
Aren't you a cleric?
So,
That doesn't mean I can't be scared of a portal.
Okay, that's true, that's true.
so we took a long rest.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's a
yeah,
long
we-
rest
we
right
took a
before
long
your
rest.
meeting.
Yeah,
And you're gonna have another long rest in the Underdark when you're just sitting there.
It's 9:30 in the morning, I'm going back to bed.
What's the exact time right now?
9:34.
9:35.
9:35? Oh,
Yeah,
my
I
God.
spent a whole minute.
What?
I lost a
What's
minute
the
somewhere.
phase right now?
I know.
What did you say?
What's the phase of the moon was?
Usually, yeah. That's all.
3 days ago was the full moon.
Oh, man.
Yep.
By the way, they asked for volunteers for this mission, and all of us took a step back, so it's volunteers.
I'm sorry. I thought I was on the ground.
Okay, is everybody paying 7 gold or just?
Yep.
I paid my 7 gold.
And it,
Oh my God, are you kidding me?
Who do I make the check out?
I know.
Right.
Yours is gonna bounce.
Yeah,
oh,
Couch go.
during the day,
I'll put my helmet over you.
that shows the Goblin Corporation.
They don't know
Someone else needs to pay my gold because I'm refusing to pay gold for a
I'll pay for it.
during the
Are
day,
you
at the town, I just want to jump across. I just want to jump on the roofs and stuff and like watch the town for criminals and stuff like that.
You want to Batman?
Yeah, during the day though, I'm not stealing anything. I'm just kind of observing stuff. Yeah, I'm just observing stuff because I want to kind of see who the criminals are and stuff like that in the area.
Dude, come
Well,
on.
funny
Come
thing-
across them. I'm making some
He owes me
speed.
14 gold.
Funny thing, when you get to the Circle Trans, this dragon and this dude are there. Because they're taking Circle Trans back to Misty Island too.
Oh,
But not the troll. He walked home.
he just
What, the black dragon and the what?
The Black Dragon and the Black Dragon Man.
How big is the black dragon?
He's about
Is he giant size?
Well,
large size.
why are they going back to the Misty Island? Are they
Well,
trainers?
you asked really nice.
Hey guys, why are they going back to Misty Island?
That's where we live.
yeah, it's still a city on top. It's the sewers of the
Well,
city
yeah,
we're going
that's
to.
low.
Wait,
Yeah.
All right.
So,
So,
No.
all right.
In the sewer.
So,
Stop it.
when we get on
Near
the
the
train,
sewer.
I'm gonna keep an eye on these guys.
Right.
Okay.
Keep an eye on them.
We are gonna.
Okay.
So,
How about you can talk to them, because you'll be sitting around for hours and hours and hours if you want to ask them a question.
Oh yeah, I'll get.
You'll be sitting through your entire layover with these guys.
So
Okay.
we're in the Underdark in like some kind of like portal area
Yeah,
or
it's
something?
the goblin area of the Underdark, and basically they have this giant room, which is approximately the size of this table, because I made a map. Approximately the size of the table here. And basically there's a teleportation circle in the center, and there's a blue dragon that does the teleportation spells, but a bunch of goblins running around with clipboards are actually checking everybody, checking for weapons, making sure nobody's causing any trouble. And the you can
So when you say checking for weapons, they're just checking in weapons, right? We're supposed to.
No,
you're supposed to put all your weapons in a bag and carry them with you.
Okay.
Yeah.
So they'll make sure you're not opening
gotta
your
check
bag.
my bag.
Right. But you got to carry it, but it's sealed with a little wire. Make sure it's sealed.
Are there rafters?
No, there aren't rafters, but there's a moss on the ceiling. It's like a Quonset hut on the inside, right? It's like a big dome thing like this, about that big. It's only 30 feet tall at the top. Why you just want to know if I knew. And on the ceiling is a bunch of bioluminescent fungus that's growing on top.
That kind of lights up everything. Well, I was just looking to see if there's any dark areas up there I can climb up to. But no, okay.
There are some. There are some. Porta potties, which in this technology means hole in the ground over here in the corner.
I'm not that desperate. I'm not that desperate to hide. I'm not that desperate to hide.
Well, you're gonna be there for a while, so you might. And there is guys now walking around selling sandwiches. No alcohol though, which is weird because you don't know.
How much are the sandwiches?
Where's
you
the
been here
booze?
before?
From the Underdark.
Right.
Does he
So
drive his
you came from you came out of the Underdark over there by the halfling area. Halflings were basically left. You though have actually done this because that's how you got from your continent to Riverhead.
Oh.
You took a circle train. So
Okay.
you've actually been in
One of these.
Yeah.
Okay.
In the Underdark.
Oh.
Regardless of wherever you went for your first destination, you had to go through the Underdark. So you've been here in the Underdark. In fact, it's changed.
One of my languages is Undercommon, so.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's actually ever used.
But these are all goblins, so you can talk Undercommon to them. But the other people in the Underdark do speak Undercommon. But you notice it's changed. There used to be a whole bunch of different destinations. And now it's been reduced. It's a reduced number of destinations.
Can I ask the blue dragon why?
Well,
The
the black goblin clipboard.
Oh, one of them. Okay.
Yeah, the blue dragon's kind of whatever.
He's just doing his job.
The blue dragon that runs the circle.
Yeah, he's just the
The
one.
black dragon's just waiting to go. Yes, one of the clipboard goblins, and they say, yeah, well, when the Empire split, well, depending on who you talk to, when the Empire split into the Empire and the Kingdom, or when the Kingdom split into the Kingdom and the Empire, there was a lot of animosity between the two groups of goblins, and we had to, Gougeco decided it would be safer to just split the two circle trans things. So if you need to go to any places you can't go here, you just take the over to North Fallis. But then you'll have to cross from the North Fallis Station to the Southwest Fallis Station, and you'll have to pay another 7 gold. But then you could go to any of the Kingdom of the Goblin places they wanted to go. Although usually you can just go to any human city and walk the rest of the way from there.
Thank you.
It's like
Korea.
Yeah, except there's more east-west, but similar. Yeah.
I'd like to buy 2 sandwiches.
Okay.
How much are they?
Sandwiches are 2 coppers each.
The split gold one?
Just
give them a gold.
They're always or you spent your soul.
Can you split a gold?
Buy 10 sandwiches.
Yeah, but I can.
Okay.
2 copper.
I'm gonna ask.
Yeah, they're not very good.
That's
2 copper pieces.
Are there any meat? Is there any meat?
Oh yeah, and 2 copper.
Yes.
Silver.
No, it's 10 10 copper,
though, right?
10 copper,
I'm a
silver, 10
barbarian. I just
silver,
want to
and
know if there's
copper.
meat in it.
It's some kind of meat.
Yeah.
You don't know what.
50 sandwiches.
How much meat is in there? 'Cause what more than one?
No. You could, yeah, no doubt.
It's chewy.
Or like some meat or
You
something.
know, it's just to
Ah,
tide you
see
over.
any around?
Yeah.
Wow,
I'm gonna ask him, is there any guys booze?
No booze in circle trains. New rule.
What?
No rule.
I fight my friends.
Too many fights. Too many fights.
I promise not to fight.
No, it's fine if you brought your own, but we're just not selling it. As people get bored and start buying alcohol. But if you brought your own,
Top it up.
But if you brought your own, then you
you're
can.
fine. Try not to get a bunch of rowdies drunk, though. Keep it
We're
to
not
yourself.
rowdies.
Keep it to yourself.
Not too ready.
Okay, so you wait until 1:30 the next afternoon. So that was about what, 19-hour layover?
You said 6:30 p.m. is when we get there, and then we
Yep.
Then 1:30 you get to Miss Yans.
1:30 p.m.
Yep.
So we can cast our
God,
hands
what a
once we get out.
layover.
Yep.
All right.
Yeah, 19-hour layover. You know why? I think this river is kind of remote. On the Goblin.
I want a sandwich.
I have 10.
One.
Was there any booze in between?
And
A sandwich?
No, there's no booze in the layover.
Sure.
Sandwich.
Sandwiches, yeah.
Give me no sandwiches.
Yeah.
I'll take a
He
sandwich.
bought 50 of them.
I already got 10.
I bought 10.
I'll take one.
He got ripped off.
And
He
then,
gave a nice tip, okay?
You still have like 4 more.
I know.
What kind of
Wait,
sandwich?
hey, give me 2.
No. 5
Some kind of
copper.
meat you don't know.
You want another one?
Oh, so how much is that in silver?
Half a silver. 1.5.
Can I just give you 1 silver?
That is actually
Oh, he's
money
buying.
worth.
I mean, he bought it. Now he's charging me.
I'm charging her for 2
It's kind of-
Just one, you suck it up.
It's because I'm a barbarian, so you know I'm thinking I need another one. Forget it, I'll just take the one.
okay.
Right now we said it.
I
I don't know
I
why.
handed you all the
poured
maps.
out- I
I
poured
was
out
gonna
the
point at the
contents
castle
of
one more
my
time.
sandwich and only eat the
What's in the sandwich? I don't know.
Because I just wanted to
Yeah.
mention that
Raisins.
the circle train
Also,
is actually just outside the castle on a small level area. And it's actually outside the castle walls. And they don't let
Still
anybody
supple,
who's not dragon come in. So you guys are outside. There's a bunch of other goblins camped out here that do all the trade and stuff. They're not allowed in, even the traders.
Hey, can we shoot them
And
down?
only the ambassadors would be allowed in.
Can we shoot the goblins down?
No, they're not the traders.
I know.
We're not close enough to the sewers to claim ignorance yet.
Barbarian, I'll just take down goblins. So,
Let's just.
So it's just a camp outside, and you can tell, there's some fancy tents where it's like, this guy's a big wigged gaucho, so he's here doing negotiations. And other guys are just porters who are carrying stuff through the circle train to deliver goods. But they've already delivered their goods, so now they're just waiting for the return trip.
so we're gonna look for a way in.
Well, we already know the way in. They showed us.
There's
They don't want
It's a
in.
big door.
They want you to go around the
Yeah,
down
around-
the island to the shore, and then around the island to back in the back.
All right.
Yeah.
So how far is that to go to the crowd?
Let's just-
8,000 feet. What's that?
Let's-
A mile and a half.
Yeah,
All right,
let's
so can we just
head-
wait an hour?
You
And
could sit there in the goblin camp and get your picks.
yeah, that's what I want to wait for an hour. Okay.
You said no dragons allowed in the castle? Or
No, only
dragons?
Only
Only
dragons.
dragons.
Only dragons. Yeah. So that's why we're told to go around.
That's fine.
Discrimination.
Well, wait on our pigs. Can we go talk to some of these people that are just hanging out, see if they know
Sure.
more information?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're just goblins. They're here doing trading.
They're not. They
Some
don't
of
live
them
in
are
the
just
city.
porters.
so-
They just carry the goods over, dump them at the gate. Now they gotta wait and go
There's
back.
no like people just been sitting there like a little shady, thinking like, hey, you've been down underneath the tunnels.
No.
Nice.
Anybody
Like,
What do you
selling?
mean?
like they don't even know.
Anybody
You're like,
selling?
what are you talking about?
They're just the people. Yeah, they
we
just
just
keep coming and
sell
going.
stuff to the dragons in the dragon castle.
Right.
You're gonna
Have
go.
any
You're going down and
extra-
going fishing or something?
No, I'm like, hey.
Yeah, fishing. That's
There's
it.
like- that's-
Yeah, we're going
there's
fishing.
Ocean.
Yeah,
down
yeah.
there.
That's what I'm doing.
They have no idea what we're doing. So.
By the way,
Anybody selling?
I think we should just go to the sewer. Wait an hour, then go to the sewer.
I want to sell any explosive devices. Just check.
Are they really? There's no. They don't sell stuff. They don't sell.
But when you start asking, every time you ask questions, somebody from Gouge goes, I can get you that. Where do you need it? We can put it wherever you need it within a few days. There's a premium.
By the way, who's Chris?
Delivered by teleportation. It's kind of
I have.
One of the
I have
clerics?
12, I
guess I
One of the
should-
clerics?
No.
Who has highest charisma?
I have a
12?
Might be
13.
you.
No.
13?
Yeah.
You got 13.
Especially the paladin.
13.
Oh, who's not here?
Let's come
Yeah.
along with you though, because he's going to guard the camp.
So you
Try the goblin.
That's fine.
Oh, was
No,
he
when
gonna,
you-
was he
I have,
gonna guard
I
the
have-
crack outside?
Yeah.
Um,
So I mean, if you
Wait,
wanted
is-
to,
Is he with us?
Yeah.
Okay.
let's come with you so they
No.
can jump in. Make
Yeah.
some room. So if you needed him to actually like talk to somebody, I mean, he's a minotaur, but he's got a big charisma. Some people like him.
I don't know. I'm gonna ask around for see if I can find a map of. We already have a map of.
Yeah, we kinda already have a
Yeah.
map of the island.
Is there, can I ask for a map of the sewers?
We already have one.
Oh,
Map of the
the whole
sewers.
map?
Well, no, this is what we were, this is
No,
what we
no,
got.
goblins have been below.
Yeah,
I
no,
asked.
yeah, no one knows anything. So we really just need to
Nobody-
go to the sewers.
I'll wait for a picture.
We're just waiting the hour.
Wait,
We just say we're waiting. Yeah.
This
We're waiting the
castle
hour.
favors you all, but it was all destroyed 1150 years ago in a big battle between the black dragons and the elves. And the elves thought that they had completely wiped out the black dragons, except for the ones that, black dragons, except for the ones that had actually lived in the sewer, and another contingent that had gone to the eastern continent, the swampy continent. Don't go to the swampy.
We don't have a boat, so.
I got a boat.
Just take the circle train.
Well, why didn't we use that to get here?
Circle trans, we can all, circle trans, it's so
God,
quick.
we had to go through that portal, and I owe you money now.
But since then, the people the black dragons from the east continent, swamp continent, have come back to occupy this castle, and they're actually doing a green dragon breeding program because there's only one green dragon, but they only have the one male green dragon. They keep crossing it with black dragons, and we're trying to get green offspring. It's not working out.
Oh, the female green
The
dragon.
black and green.
The people that we needed to return.
And it sounds really altruistic on the surface that the black dragons are trying to make more green dragons, but the reality is black dragons no longer have wings, and green dragons do. So they're also trying to get wings.
We're trying to
And
make
also,
a half green, half black winged dragon.
and they just keep coming out with baby half black, half green dragons.
They're not brown?
I'm not very good at colors.
Just black with green spots or green with black spots.
It's not
Are there
striped.
any striped ones?
Straight, right.
I'd like a speckle.
So we're waiting for our pigs and then we'll just go, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I see, that's
Okay.
a good idea,
Waiting for your pigs, and then you're riding around in the crack.
Yep.
yeah.
Big Mac. You can
Oh,
do-
hey, yeah,
Jump
jump.
on my pig.
Oh, you have a thing?
Yeah.
Heck yeah, he's got a piece. Go
Everybody-
ahead,
Some
jump
people
on it.
don't have pigs.
And he doesn't need to have
He's
one.
really
He's
fast.
like, yeah, he's fast.
You're really small.
You need the minotaur.
What's your movement is already?
My movement's 30, but I have a bunch of racials and things like that that can increase my speed
I have
temporarily.
Rachel to decrease my speed.
Yeah, you do.
You're 25 minus?
So should you be taken off earlier?
No, I can run.
Oh.
I can if I use stuff. I can get.
But do you want to use that stuff in order to make?
Well, I'm not using spells. I'm just using my racials and stuff. He said I can just use the racial and stuff like that
I'm
too.
pretty sure you're riding between you, right?
I am. When she gets summoned,
Yeah, you are.
I'm on board.
Okay, I'm gonna put you over here.
That's not me.
That's not you.
I thought that was you.
They don't look the same.
They're colored. See the shiny color. Is anybody else bringing their pig in with them, or should we set the minotaur and the pigs outside for the king?
Cleon's staying outside.
We would
Cleon.
bring kid.
I keep hearing Klingon, but it's Cleon.
Cleon.
The sewers are pretty bad.
Cleon.
It looks like the
I
sewers are
have it down
pretty
as
bad.
Cleon.
Yeah, the sewers are
Yeah,
pretty
That's what
nasty.
it is. Cleon.
Yeah.
Cleon.
Cleon.
K-L-E-E-O-N.
C-L-E-O-N.
Leon.
K would not make any
It's
sense.
like
I
Leon.
tried,
To me,
I tried
it
to
makes
name
sense.
it. I tried to name it Clean, but I forgot the little thing on the A. So it's Clean.
Name it circle. Or was it
I wrote it in pen, so.
Wrote it in
I
pen.
Do I
can
take that and write them, or they
Just
just
said pen.
help us?
You can ride them, or they could just march in front of you and take the hits, whichever you want.
Oh, well, can they go through traps and maybe set up
They
traps
can set off traps.
so that we don't have to be hit?
But I just
can
took a
detect
bunch of stuff
traps.
that allows me
Well,
to
I
do
don't have, we
that.
don't have
So
the
we probably don't need
pigs,
to-
we don't have the
Yeah,
stats
probably
for
don't
the
need
pigs.
those.
Well, no, the pigs can
I have like
defend
better
you,
strength or
especially
whatever.
you.
I
You
mean,
can
I
have your
hit
pig
points
defend
AC.
for
Right on
you.
the board.
Do you think we should bring them?
Well,
in-
I think
Give me a
she,
pen.
I think she's bringing hers.
It's
Writing.
+5,
Petunia's being written.
+5,
Yeah, I didn't think my
and then it's a D8 +2. Nope, 3.
Cleon is a devout
D8 plus
pacifist.
D8 plus 3 damage.
Come and
Oh, plus
come
3.
with us.
If the pigs attack someone.
Well, that's their attack.
If the pig
That
attacks
damage?
someone through
What's that
the,
damage?
Uh-huh.
TMT.
Do they get experience? If they
Oh,
kill
that's the
somebody?
damn.
What's this?
That's the
You'll
to hit.
go-
That's
Plus
to
5
hit.
damage.
To hit.
Oh, okay. Is that, what is that, AC?
No,
No.
that's to hit.
You roll the
All right,
20
yeah.
dice, yeah.
Gore.
Oh, yeah, that's the one.
Gore, bite. Like I usually say bite. Like, biting with your pig, and they're like, doesn't say bite.
It doesn't say.
Pig does pig.
Do the pig attack.
Alright, and you have the AC and the hit points?
No,
I thought you did.
AC what?
15?
I have a
Yeah, AC 15.
AC of 15 and a hit points of 24.
Yeah, that's it.
Yes, I do.
Right. And remember, if your pig ever gets reduced to 0 hit points, it just goes back to the bar. It takes all your stuff with him though, so you kind of want to make sure you pack right. Like if you put all your healing potions and the pig goes first, and you don't have your potions.
I'm carrying my, at least 2 of mine.
But you know, like piles of heavy treasure, you can leave that on the pig and get it back later.
Oh, I would like,
Put one in
I
my
would like
pocket.
pig to come with me.
You would like pig to come with you? Are you going to ride on your pig or just walking?
Well, now we'll ride pig.
Which color pig do you want?
Yellow.
She doesn't have it.
Of these pigs I have. You take the blue one, the black and red one, the black
Give her
green
that one
or
that's
the blue and red one.
ashy colored, and I'll paint it yellow for her.
No, it's fine. I'll take the green
I'll ride the red and black one.
You're going to ride the red and black one.
Red and black.
Ride the pig.
Do these
There you
have
go,
the
red and
stat
black, I
block
forgot.
We are
so they
pig riders.
actual-
Yeah, this is their stats.
They don't.
These are their stats.
Oh,
But that's
she
the
wants the,
stats and they level up.
what's their strength?
she wants the green one, so the green one.
Yeah, green one.
If we need to do a straight
She's
She's
not
check.
ready.
over 300
Oh,
pounds.
you're not ready. Are you ready or not ready?
Oh, I was gonna ride him.
Okay.
You're not.
Those are orc rider. Those are from Warhammer, aren't they?
Oh, that's Warhammer?
Oh,
Yeah, those are Warhammer figures.
Those are my minions.
I noticed they looked familiar.
All right, and that means if we have non-pig riders,
You're not riding yours, right?
I'm not
Cleon
riding
does not
mine.
want to participate.
right, and we can leave Cleon outside to guard the camp.
Wait, the one is mine though, and I'm on a pig.
And you're on a pig,
I'm on the red one.
black and red pig.
Black and red.
Grotar's on the purple pig.
Yeah.
This guy's walking.
Kaziski.
This one doesn't want Cleon.
Carousing.
Oh, this is our,
Carousing.
you don't have a pig either.
No pig for him. All right. So now, notice though that these squares here are only 5 feet, right? So the pig is technically hanging out over the water, but there's no penalty for riding the pig in these spaces. They can walk on the thing. They do lean a little bit to the right to keep from scraping themselves, but they're not squoze. As long as they have open space next to them, they won't be squoze. If you cross the bridge on a pig, though, it costs double movement because the bridge is too narrow for the pig to comfortably get across. But it can get across, it just takes twice as long.
What
And the
bridge?
bridges are 10 feet, so you move 50, costs 20 here, and you're good.
Are these bridges?
Yes.
These, that.
There's 4 of them on the map.
Yes. Except that one's broken.
Oh, yeah, I see that. That one right there. That one's
I'm
broken.
sorry.
And this entrance is
It's
caved
blocked, yeah.
That's a dead end, okay.
in. Yeah.
And then is this,
That will
what is
repeat
this
over
black
and over and over and over
one?
again.
This black stuff right here is
It's-
water?
No, that's just
Yeah.
solid rock. Solid rock.
So then what is this water?
The water is in the middle.
Is this water?
Yes.
So we're walking on this.
You're walking on the ledge next to the water.
All right.
And
And then we don't know back over there because that's so we're working on.
forewarn you here, it's nasty. This whole
Water?
place, yeah, it's disgusting.
Is it minus limit or half limit walker?
To walk over it? You can't walk on water.
You can walk.
Yeah, it's not that light. It's
You can walk on one. What?
you're not that magical.
So wait, how do we get? What is this?
So we can, can we
It's
jump?
another little
can we jump
rivulet
across
that goes
that,
up the thing.
And
It's
then
only
the
5
what?
feet.
Rivulet, you know.
In
it's
our
just like
knowledge
another-
How deep is the water?
Well, you haven't jumped in.
Don't do
How
it.
fast can you take your armor off?
I know you.
One
You.
round.
He can be really fast. Yeah.
I call it
fast,
magic
fast.
Mike armor. He says it's Iron Man, whatever.
Oh man,
No magic Mike.
It's all Velcro.
never seen that movie. And I won't.
I have a bell jump.
Oh, do I?
I'm learning it right now.
I don't know how jump actually works.
Gives you an extra like.
Nobody ever tests jump.
No one tests it. No.
It's triple
Triple your normal jump.
Triple your strength.
you're up.
Yeah, your strength. Strength is an honor feat. You can jump with a running start. Is your strengthening feat. So if you have 10 or more, you can make it across. And if you have that, you can triple that to like a 30-foot jump.
Yeah.
And if you're just standing and try to jump, it's half of your strength. So anybody who has a 11 or more strength can jump safely across the 10-foot, and the 5-foot spaces, obviously, those are really easy to jump over.
But not on that page.
With a running start. Oh no, the big can jump across. Big jump. What's big strength?
Yeah, I have no idea.
Oh, you don't have the big strength.
I mean, I have it in there.
Only 14.
You're thinking I had all that whole.
Yeah, we gotta hunt that
I
down.
gotta get that.
That's higher than this one.
There were a lot of classic games.
Yeah, my game collection.
I saw Twilight Imperium as very old plastic wrap.
Yeah.
Well, that one you have to spend what was it, like 20 hours to play.
This is the
6
4th edition
to 8.
version. It's only 6 to 8.
Oh,
3rd edition was 10 to 12.
I remember hearing about
So I
that.
played a lot of 3rd edition, but then I got this one.
Oh,
I don't actually own 3rd edition, so I do own 2nd edition.
oh, that's fine.
Way down there on the bottom.
Let's see. See Jamaica down there? So that's legendary.
I don't think he has to.
Or legendary Buffy.
So how dark is it in these sewers? Good.
Oh. Someone can.
Would you like some
Does
light?
someone have a torch or something?
I don't.
I can use light on an object.
They blind me.
Do you have something you'd like to hold?
A dagger.
An orb. I'm already holding an orb.
Oh, put on his orb.
I touch your orb and make it emit
1d8
light.
plus
That's good for an hour, I
5.
think, right?
I believe so. And it's not like it uses anything.
Did that go up? That go down? Why? It used to be 1d8 plus 5.
Yeah, it went down because you were higher level.
And then the hit dice is 5d8.
Yeah, which
And
means
it's burning bright light
that should actually be
in a 20-foot radius. Dim light.
we have 14 strength, and that should be a 4. Change that to D8 plus 4.
I would like it to be colored purple.
Can I
There's
can
a
I cast
purple
Armor of Shadows
sphere of light
that I got from doing Eldritch Adept
Yes.
feat?
Yes.
So
I have assumed that ever since you've got that, you've
Okay.
been casting it every 8 hours.
okay. And what does that do for me as far as stats?
Raises your armor class to 14.
Because this one here already gives me 14. This warded beam.
Oh, I don't know what that is.
So do I
Your
get an
Aberrant
increase?
origin protects you from harm. Your AC equals 14 while you aren't wearing armor.
So would I go up from that then for
What
the
do we get?
shadows?
No, I think that the shadow thing just said
It just sets it to
sets it to 14.
Oh, so both of them bring it to 14, so it's gonna.
Oh, that's lame.
Yeah, it
I didn't know
doesn't-
you had this. You know, I looked all over your sheet trying to figure out why you had 14.
Oh,
So yeah, unfortunately, it doesn't.
Yeah.
You still get other abilities with that. Build it to that.
14 mage armor.
The mage armor just increased to 14? What is
Higher
it? Plus
there?
2.
No mage armor is
Yeah.
plus 3.
Yeah, that's what
And he has 1 dex.
I did a bad thing the night and I read a book in 4 hours.
why is that red?
Because I was about at 2 a.m. because I couldn't put it down.
What
Oh,
did you read?
The Aviator's Wife.
Oh, really? What that is.
ah,
How do you do?
it's a movie.
What's the
Is it? I didn't know.
I've never watched, but I have some on my wish list.
Strength saving throw 14?
Yeah, if you run 20 feet, then gore somebody, you can knock them down.
What? Guiding. That's a range.
Are you praying? When you change spells, it's praying.
I guess.
So does my Eldritch do anything?
It reset it when I hit the long rest.
Are you have to redo it every day?
I think so.
Yeah, you do.
It's
Oh,
never
please.
repeat. That explains why
Spells?
in my other group, the guy's always like, I'm praying. Every time I'm like, it's your turn. He goes, I'm praying. Yeah, I don't know how this warp beam can interact with mage armor.
Whenever you gain a level, you replace this invocation with another one from your royal class.
Yeah.
So at least it has value later.
I hope
Yeah, and we can just pick you a new one too if it turns out that one doesn't do anything.
Oh, I know.
What was it called again? Aberrant something?
Eldritch.
The aberrant sorcerer. Is
Oh, aberrant. Yeah.
Aberrant beam.
Oh, that. Oh no,
Yeah.
wait, no, it's not that. It's warped being.
Warped beam?
Warped being.
Bean.
Being.
Yeah, I keep misspelling it. Wow.
Oh, I forgot about the cornbread.
Oh yeah, it wasn't ready when we were eating. Oh man, that was what you're in charge of. Oh, I'm having a little. I'm having a little new operating system, old hardware problem. Warped beam. That's what I wanted. There it goes. Mind sorcerer.
This is a sparkly one.
Good collection of everything.
Oh, yeah.
It's funny is I think some of those are the same ones I have.
It's weird that it doesn't let him add in his dex though. I've never seen.
Some things actually do that. They give you a flat like rate because
Yeah, it's usually like this number plus dex, right?
well, no, actually I've seen
Plate
well
armor doesn't.
I mean yeah, armor does some of the armor does it, but I think those spells don't because it's like automatically applied all the time.
No.
So it's like a spell slot type thing because you don't have armor. Like some of the natural ones I guess do dex. Like some of the skins, like
Yeah.
lizard skins and stuff.
Yeah, my dex is 13.
Well, like the dragon blood sorcerer. That's
Yeah,
13
they get
plus
they
dex.
get the skin. Yeah.
And I know that one doesn't add to mage armor, so I'm going to assume this one doesn't. You're right. We're going to have to pick a new thing for you. I'll give you some suggestions there.
Is the cornbread done? Oh, is it?
Cornbread.
Did you put on?
So I didn't know which one of the.
Dry the bone.
I
Shotgun dry bone.
But I need to know how you're walking down the hall because I put them out there.
So
oh yeah.
I want to. So if you guys don't, I'll be the leader
Look for traps.
because I can stealth and get away because I don't want to be in your light anyways. Because I can see out to 90 feet, and if something has to deceive me in darkness, I have invisibility. So if they use dark vision, I actually have invisibility.
You want to be in the back.
Yes.
I want to be in the middle.
I was
but
gonna say-
No.
Don't we
All
want
of
to
us
put
can
Greg
see
in the
without your
middle?
light, so.
Well, I think we just put one person behind Greg, just in case.
Yeah. I think we should.
They,
Yeah.
they ambush
For
me.
you,
So, like-
like, at least I'll go behind.
Okay.
I will be first in line after the ranger.
After the person searching.
I'm tight.
Split the
And
clerics
I'll
up
be-
by one.
Okay, so then
Yeah. That?
are we like in a straight line? Is
So
that
you're all going to
smart?
stay on one side?
Oh, can we fit
What do we
side by
want?
side or no?
Well, no, we can walk
We
on
can't
opposite
fit side by
sides,
side, but there is
No,
either
but you
side
can
of the
go
sewer.
both sides.
Do we want to be on the same side?
And then there's bridges right
Never split the party.
Never outside, yeah.
Well, we can jump across. Oh, yeah.
We can throw them.
We can just
strength?
back and forth, back
10
and forth.
strength.
10.
We
Yeah.
chuck him.
My strength is 10 as well.
Your strength is only 10.
Mine is also
That's it?
10.
Really, 10?
Mine's.
I might be able to toss him.
I don't need strength.
What's your strength?
But I can climb on the wall, so I can actually climb over.
17.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I was about
It
to
says
say,
my
like,
climbing
half of us-
speed is
Well, no,
20
it
feet.
is still half of us. Half of us have a strength.
Because I have
of 10.
claws.
Yeah.
That's claws.
You have a strength of
You
10?
can,
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, yeah.
So is everyone doing that? That's why I want to split.
You're a half orc and you have a strength of 10?
How does that work? I climb on the ceiling and I hold up on my legs and I
Oh my goodness, wow.
Do we all want to be on the same day?
just running around the.
We can, I don't think.
What if there's archers on the other side?
Someone has to be
Who's the
on one
archer?
side.
Melee can't get to them.
Who's the archer?
I mean, everybody can jump over the
Yeah,
Yeah,
we
'cause-
can
And that's
jump
just
over.
next,
Well,
right?
anyone
Or
who's
that's just all your movement.
it's just movement, and
yeah.
if you're 11, you automatically. I think he said you succeed. If you're 11 or over,
11
11
strength?
strength or over, you automatically succeed
Oh,
at
that's
jump.
awesome.
You and me are
If you're
ranged.
10,
We
you got
don't
a
need it.
small, I can
There's just a chance.
So he's the only one that would have.
No, he fell in and he just sank.
If you're 10, do you have to roll?
Yeah.
How long till
Look,
it gets to the bottom?
bubbles.
You have to roll. You only have to get a 5, and but you get to add your acrobatics. No, wait. It's a dex
I was
save.
still later.
You don't get that
Yeah.
acrobatics, so it's dex save to not fall back.
Oh, and that's super.
Wait a minute, don't I have something for saving throw?
Yeah, because if you roll.
Doesn't
one,
matter,
you
I
roll
haven't